No, I haven't brushed my teeth. Well, I have this morning, but the reason for this is because I need to say a massive thank you. Look at that cut on my thumb there. A massive thank you to each and every one of you who watch my channel. Here we go. You can tell what I'm using again. This channel was basically set out just for me to sort of push myself a little bit to do the garden. What we've done now with this 100 subscribers, and I'm over the moon, to be fair. Big thanks, massive shout out to the man who they call Skeggy Koi Pond, Dash Shelton. Big thanks to you, because you pushed me for that last, well, 4, even though you hadn't subscribed yourself, but I'll let you off with that one. There you go. So yeah, we know at this morning I looked and I was 102. So big thanks for everybody who subscribed, much appreciated. Big thumbs up. Got to sort something out now, you know, for a giveaway. Now I was thinking, I've already thought about this for when I hit the 100, and I was thinking whether anybody would want any fry at the small pond. So let me know your thoughts below. If not, we'll go with something else. I've got a few things knocking about anyway. But I can give away some of the fry as a big thanks to everybody. I've already got a question up here. So yeah, let's get it voted on first. Let's see if everybody wants any of the fry. I've got some to sort out, as you know. We're going to go up there today. I've got a few updates for you, what I've done in the week, and we'll take you through that. But yeah, over the moon for the 100, over the moon, bang on. Really appreciate all the subscribers, the comments, and so on and so forth, and all the likes. Means a lot. But guys, let me spin you around. We'll go up the top of the garden first. We'll start up there because I know the pond level's down at the minute, and I've got to investigate why. But yeah, once again, over the moon, really am. I've got a bigger grin than Vince, believe it or not. Now Vince had Adam Boyer down. What an amazing thing to happen. Adam Boyer visiting you and giving you such good feedback on your fish. Vince, well deserved, mate. So Skeggy Koi Pond. Oh, also not forgetting Telford Koi Pond as well. Phil, he was the number 100 on my book. So yeah, many thanks for that, mate. The dog's having a bit of a fit walking around. I know what he's after. He can smell something. But yeah, Phil, Telford Koi Pond, big thumbs up to you, pal. You're the 100, mate. You're down in the history of Davy Koi now for being the 100 subscriber on my channel. So yeah, much appreciated. Big love to everyone. But we'll touch more on it later, and we'll see if we can get a bit of a vote or something going on. See if anybody wants any fry when I sort them out. Obviously the rest will be sold, but as a giveaway, I'll sort, I don't know, half a dozen, 10, whatever out. If anybody wants to carry on growing them on, and we'll go from there. Happy days. Let's take it up the garden. So yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of air coming out there. See the bubbles rising up. That's coming the return, that is. I've got 2 returns on here. That's coming out the top end, and I'll tell you why now there in a minute. But as you can see, the pond is very cloudy, because I put some blanket weed anchoring again yesterday, and I think that's probably what's causing me the problem. When I got to the Nexus shed, I looked out the window this morning, I saw this, and I thought another 2 or 3 inches missing out of the pond again. So it's either a piece of K1 stuck under the float switch, or we've got a problem with the K1. Now, also touching on it, I was watching Devon Koi Pond, Martin, the other day, and he was on about some moss he had growing. I don't know if that's the same sort of stuff that's growing on my wall. It's like a long stringy moss. As I said, a friend of mine, he's dead and gone now, bless him, Andrew Glazard. His old pond was covered with that moss. I managed to get a bit off him when I bought a fish from him. It looks like it took hold over there, but yeah, there's a patch of it over there. So I'm wondering if that's the same stuff. Well, normally the water levels are over that moss anyway, so, and I know the fish graze on it because I keep finding it in the filters. So if that's the stuff, Martin, I've also got the same stuff. So when you find out what it is, let me know. Because I ain't got a clue either, to be quite honest. Now, as I said, the pond level's down. I've been doing a little bit in the week. garden's still a mess, which is the main now. Going to be the main objective, because I've walked right past the one project. Now I've got to climb down here, so forgive me camera skills because you ain't going to see a lot. Nice video, nice bit of a net. Right then, there you go, pond's down. Now I've got to figure out as to why. As you can see, the return now is sucking air. Let's get all this rubbish out of the way, because what I did find, I've had it happen in the week, and that was getting clogged up with, am I zoomed in here? That was getting clogged up with blanket weed. And I'm looking, thinking, we may have some more in there, but I don't think that's going to be causing the issue. There you go, look, blanket weed. So I just got into March, and I've been struggling with this since February, in all fairness. So let's give the, let's get the drum on. I mean, the main pump is only running at, what we're on, about 20%, I think, or something like that. Oh, 30%, the main pump. As you can see, the other one's running. I'll get round to that in a minute with you. So, reset the Draco, turn it back on, let's get it washing, and let's see if we can get some water moving. If not, it's going to be a purge of the drain, I think. Which again, was only done yesterday. I'm just hoping. Oh, hang on. Ah. Right. That's strange, that's never happened before. Never happened before. I don't know if that's, I was only saying the other day, I've never had a problem with this. It looked like the drum wasn't turning. There you can see all the crap coming out. High mechanical stuff, who'd have it? I think I've already said that was bought me for a Christmas present, and I've had that about 4 years now, so... Ah, turning now. That's a strange one, no, I've never had that before. I'll try one in there. So yeah, I've got to turn the big blue on now and get topped up again. But first of all, what I will do is try and sort myself out with this gimbal. It's a pain in the arse, isn't it? I know up north, Coy, I know he's got one as well, but he seems a lot better with these than me. Whether it's me just rushing around with it, I don't know. So we'll turn the speed of the pump down to start with, which gives us a slower. I mean, I'm right down to number 1 there. That'll give the Nexus chance to fill up, even though it's still going to be pumping water through, but at a very slow rate. Probably pumping something like, I don't know, 50 gallon an hour now, maybe 60 gallon an hour. So that'll give the Nexus chance to catch up and start to fill up a bit more. As you can see, the water's now moving in. The drum's still going because the water level's low and we haven't got up to the punctures. So what we do with that? Oh, come on, you bleeding thing. It's crazy, isn't it? That's more entertaining than anything else on these. Turn that off. Okay, so we hit the stop button on that. That'll turn the drum off. And in the meantime, that's running at 16 watts on the main drain. 15, 16 watts. That's only on number 1. I can turn it up a little bit. We'll put it number 5, eh? So it'll probably be about 150 gallon an hour now. Right, these are 18,000 litre pumps, by the way. So my pump's actually 18,000 litres. So I'll run them at 50%. 2,000 gallon an hour, something like that. Right, that's running at, this is the other pump, that's running at 45% at the minute. 60 watts. And the reason that's running at 45% is because, bugger off. Okay, right, something really ain't working for me now. We've got the bead up and running. The bead's up and running, that's working. That's only running at 50% now, as I said. couple of things when I fitted the bead on, I think it was Wednesday night. First of all, I cut my thumb. I've already got that one there from last week, and now I cut my thumb in the week as well. Sore as a boil, that is. So fitted the drum, fitted the bead, got it all ready, got it all nice and ready. Started to put the connector onto the bead there. That's just the union there. But what I did, got the big grips and there. Got the big grips, tightening it up. Thought I'll give him a little bit of a pinch just to make sure. What did I do? I busted the bottom one. So the bottom union busted. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. The bottom union went and busted on me. There it is. So it popped the back end off, popped the top off. Then I had to cut that off the pipe work. That was the top. That's all it goes on there, if you like. So then I had to cut, obviously, this top ring what was left on the pipe work. I had to cut that off. I've had to put a rubber joint on there, which, you know me, rubber joints, we go together. Excuse me, we go together. There is a very slight drip on there, but I ain't too concerned about that because I know that's going to stop itself anyway. And if you look really close, there is a bit of blood on there as well, a bit of Davy Coy blood. But yeah, it's exactly full at the minute. I'm looking with the camera, eh? So that it's exactly full to the top at the minute. When I turn the pressure up, then yeah, it'll all fill up. But I did a clean, I think it was yesterday. I put the blower on yesterday, and mate, the amount of stuff that's pulled out is nobody's business. It's alright, I can hear the pump sucking air. It's this one. Even that's at it now. But what I had done is I had to turn the big blue on. So I've got the big blue going in there now through the filters. I have got another 3-pod filter to put on this as well, which I've got to get out of the shed. And you know what? That might be today's job. I've got another 3-pod. The filter in there I've got to change. Ideally that needs changing as well, the carbon. But I've got a 3-pod which I can put back up here where I used to have one. And we can get that running through there as well. So we'll go through the 3-pod first, and then into the big blue and the other one. I can't understand why that's sucking air. That shouldn't be doing that. Right, let me investigate this and I'll get back to you. In the meantime, the pod's all up and running again. Sorry, the Nexus. I call the pod the Nexus and the Nexus the pod. So that's all up and running again for the time being, although it is going to be a bit slower for the time being, but I'll turn that off as the water level rises. Catch you in a sec. So there you go. Now I've got bubbles coming out of the bottom. Return. You can see a big patch there. That's blanket weed. Because what I do, the way I put it in through the Nexus, through the app to the Nexus, and it just blows it all around the pond and normally creates a puddle there. The reason the skimmer line now is sucking air, I don't know if you can see this on the camera. See that grill at the bottom? That's a T-piece that is giving out the wall. There's an old pump grill at the bottom which looks like it's all clogged up. Obviously the skimmer's out of the water, but that normally makes no difference. So I'm going to get that cleaned off. That T-piece there, get that cleaned off while the sun comes out, and we'll stop that sucking air for a bit, in a bit. 20.2 is the temperature on the small pond, which I am gradually bringing down. It was on 22. I'm gradually bringing it down. I've had a bit of an issue with the small pond as well. The issue I've had is when I got this ready for these, what I did, I don't know if you'll see it because the clarity's off a little bit as well. You can see the bricks, the house bricks in the bottom of the pond there. What I did, I put a net over the drain to stop the small ones, or the smaller ones, getting sucked down. So that's what I tried to achieve, was them stopping them getting sucked down into the drain, which worked. It's worked. But the problem I've got now is because I'm feeding heavier because of the temperature and trying to grow a little bit, then obviously the net's getting clogged up around the drain and not allowing the water through, which is a little bit like the issue we've just had on the Nexus, or on the bead, on the skim. But we resolved that with a broom. Got a broom down there and sort of brushed and purged and brushed and purged, and it seems to have cleared it a bit. Clarity's still a bit crap at the minute, and I've got a feeling, if I'm perfectly honest with you, I bought some food off a friend of mine. If you can see it in here, because there ain't so much in here now. I bought some food off a friend of mine now. It's there you go, the smaller, darker pellets. They're in there. It's basically fried food, which I'm sure I documented before. These are most of this is 3mm coppins, which I've never had a problem with. I use coppins in the main pond as well. But this fried food, ever since I've started using this, that's what my water's doing. And it's proper murky and crap. I mean, I can pull it back by doing the pod every day, but that's too much maintenance. If you can see, because the reflections. The water clarity really ain't what it was. Never struggled with water in here. All I've got running is the pod. There's a shower there which is turned off, and it has been turned off since start of October. And you can tell now, it's drying out now because the mind your own business down there is good, starting to die off. And I've got my arm in a puddle. Leaning on that bucket, it's covered in water. But yeah, so yeah, ever since I've been using that food, my clarity's gone crap. Also, I've got the auto feeder on here, which is feeding them 3 times in the day while I'm at work with the same food. So yeah, they're being fed heavily because they're at the temperatures what we need, but in the same breath, the water ain't very good. And that's coppins, that is. Coppins, and like I said, this other fried food. We try egging and laying the dealer, but there's some fried food in there, which my clarity's gone a bit crap at the minute. So I think what I might do is I might keep this fried food to one side, carry on using just the coppins and see if it clears up. And if it does, then I might have to write a little bit of an email just to say, you know, your food's okay, your food's been acting, but it's also clouding my water up and making me water look crap. But there you go, look at them lot. I think I'm going to get fed again now. I've already been fed once with a feeder about 10 minutes ago. But yeah, the 100 subscribers, there could be some of these in the pot for you. Half a dozen, 10 of these, whatever. You know, you're welcome to come and fetch them. You can tidy my garden up while you're at it, I don't mind. But not ready to go yet because they're still at 20 degrees, unless you've got a growing facility and we can have an hour and bowl some up, not a problem. So yeah. But I've got a question for these as well, and I'll leave that till the end of the video. Well, there's a question for the 100 subscribers, and it relates to previous videos, so there's an eye opener for you. There's something for you to work on. And I ain't going to be like you, I ain't going to be as generous as everybody else, I don't think. I'm just going to leave this running for for a week, and then I'll announce the winner probably next weekend. Never done anything like this before, but we'll give it a go. Everybody else is doing it, so I suppose it's only fair I should. So yeah, so right, today's plan, what we're going to do. First of all, throw this gimbal in the bin. I think what I need to do is I need to shift this pile of wood here so as I can start getting cleaned up. This pile, it's in my way a bit now, so I need to move it, not get rid of it, just remove it for now. Ideally I need to go and get some decking, which I'll probably get done in the week. I'll go and get some decking boards and get that deck back up over there where the shower was. Just a general tidy up for me, I think, today. So I ain't going to bore you with the details. Oh, Another thing as well, yeah, okay, while I think about it, turn that on. Having a fight with the bloody stuff here. Yeah, that now is running a lot better, even though the water is down slightly. I have managed to sort, if this bloody thing will work, that there, and I've sorted it with a load of CT1 around a piece of inch pressure pipe. So I've also now, go from this side, I've also now got, what are you doing? It's like an unobedient dog, this gimbal, you know what I mean, it's got a mind of its own. Right, come down a bit. So yeah, there's me overflow. I've managed to sort it with a piece of inch pressure pipe, and as you can see, a load of CT1 round it. So that's stopped everything leaking. I've now got my overflow in place. It's still a bit low at the minute because I took some water out yesterday. I was siphoning some of the crap off the bottom, and then I got fed up and cold. I might have another go at that today. What I've decided, after speaking to one of my subscribers, and he said, you know, about the return, he did say about putting it through on there, about drilling that out bigger and putting it through. But I think I need an overflow on this, you know, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the side of the tank and put that 2-inch return through the side of the tank, just sort of there somewhere. So the only thing what's stopping me doing that today is I haven't got the hole saws, because what I need to do is I need to drill a 2-inch for the tank connector, which I've got in the shed, which by the way, a Cockney coil one, it's just a screw on type. So I've got to put the tank connector on, and on the outside I've got to do a 4-inch hole, or a 3-inch, sorry, just so I can get the nut on against the tank. Just give me a chance to get the nut tightened up against the tank. So yeah, so it's going to be a 2-inch hole through the tank and a 3-inch on the outside in the plastic, just to give me a chance to get it tightened up and sealed. So yeah, that's going to be probably in the week, and I'll try and document that if I can. But yeah, this tank's pretty much up and running. One mistake I did make, if you remember last week, I was on about the drain, the bottom there, and I'd ordered some fittings like an umpty. I'll show you what I'd ordered. Yeah, them. These. So I'd ordered them. But shall we just see what can anybody guess what the problem is there with that? That was going to go in the 2-inch, you know, and just create a blocker for anything going down the drain, what shouldn't do. Can anybody guess? Yeah, you guessed it. I've ordered 1.5 inch. I don't even know if you can get these in 2-inch. If you can somebody stick us a link? Because that would be ideal. We're in 2-inch. I also thought about the retro bottom drain, but because I'm gravity fed, that ain't going to work, because that's going to also narrow me down to 1.5 inch, which ain't going to give me the pull. There's the tank connector for the tank. I've got 2 of them. I've got one for the blue tub. That could be another job I could do today as well. Get one of them on the blue tub, and then one on the blue tub I'll just blank it off, because I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. So yeah, this shed, even though I had a tidy up last week, this is just me all over. Look here, look, I've had stuff out, not put anything away. There you go. I was trying to get that grub screw out of there. There's a grub screw in there. This is my old cutters. There's the blades there. Look, trying to get that out there. Can't get it out. To put a new drill in. I was going to do it with that. Cut the 2-inch hole with that, but nah, can't do it. So I've ordered me a new set, cheap and cheerful off eBay, tenner. If it comes, it's one of them. If it comes, but yeah. 2 sheds. I ain't even going to take you in the top, and you course you through the front of past the front door. That one up there, you can't even get past the front door, and that one up there, that's got to be painted as well. Right, I'm babbling on again, as you do. I like to get lads, lassies, children, whoever watches the channel, thanks ever so much again for the 100 subscribers. And as I said, could be some fish or could be something else, but we'll see. Catch you in a bit. Oh, where are we going again? Anybody else like me? No matter how careful you are, with CT1 you get it all over your hands. Reason bead, just put that on. That's the 2-inch tank connector on the blue. This is just going to be, well, I don't really know. You know, if I'm quite honest with you, I don't really know. Just an holding tank of some description, just to either grow the Daphne on, or just, you know, house the fish, the fry. I really made my mind up actually what I'm going to do with that. I mean, it's, and if I can get it, what is it, 4.5 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot deep. So I don't know, I just, you know, with that hole in the bottom it's rendered no good. So I've just put that tank connector on. Just going to give it a quick spit and rub, just to try and tidy it up a little bit. Forgive me if you don't like this, you know, it's, if you find it gross, well, it is what it is. It's the best way to deal with silicone. It's just, what this does as well is just make sure that everything is sealed. Take our look pretty, nothing ever does. I hate pretty, so why should anything else be? On the back I've got the rubber, but on the outside this, and that's it. It's all smooth now, nice and smooth. Probably looked better before, but you know, this is what it is. But yeah, that's now glued on. That can stay as it is. It's the same sort of tank connectors I've got for that one there, for the spawning tank, grow on tank, quarantine tank, whatever you want to call it. Just extra block of water in the garden, just to get some more of them little buggers, as we've already said. But right, make the most of this weather today. We've got blue skies, a bit cloudy as well, but the blue skies are there, as you can see. So make the most of this weather, I suppose. Today the warmest. It's probably still only about 5 or 6 degrees. So there you go. I'll catch you in a bit. So I've just been down the garden to get me a cuppa in, just as you can see, an everyday cup, just one of them cheap cups from Cart Station or whatever it's from, you know, nothing koi related. Bit of a dinosaur on there, probably trying to tell me something. So I've just had a quick look at my phone as well. Believe it or not, since I've been doing this video for the last half an hour, maybe, I've been dusting about. I've had another 4 subscribers, Koyogi Designs being one of them. Thanks for that, mate. Much appreciated. Can't remember who the other is. Tell you what, let's have a look. So let's have a look at my channel, your channel. Channel. Okay, so no, actually, so we're currently on 106. I'm getting blown away by this, to be honest. This is oh, hang on, doing it the wrong way, you know. This is how savvy I am with things like this. I got a clue. So we got, oh, I don't know if you can see this, new subscriber Charlie Lemon. Thank you very much, my friend. Koyogi Designs. Who else did we have? Aquarium Addict. Thanks for that. Obviously Telford Koi Ponds there as well. That's my number 100. Phil, thanks very much. Much appreciated. Need an update on that shed as well, how it's looking. I have been watching you. I've been watching you for some time. So, right. Now, you tell me why that gimbal is fixing on that tank as I'm walking past. Because I ain't got a bloody clue. Pond's starting to fill up, but what I need to do is I need to go up here. So you might find, oh, take two Dad. So the water's filling up in there, and see if I can get an angle on this for you. We're running around about 15%. Just gonna turn the drum on. Hopefully that's turning, which I think it is. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's loads of crap going down there again. What it is blanket weed answer what I put in yesterday. That's the only trouble with the drum. It takes the blanket weed answer out too quick. They'll get much chance of work. So I'm just giving the drum a turn just to make sure that everything's fine. That drum now should sort itself out and actually auto stop. Right. To give the camera a go again, I'm going down in the pit. To be fitter than a fireman up and down them ladders. There you go. That's the sort of stuff he's dragging out. That's when he's running. Oh, let's turn the... There you go, that's better. Because I've got a splitter on the tap, you can't do the two at once. So when the pond's filling, it takes the pressure off the drum. But the drum now is at a level where it'll work itself, but I'm about to upset that level by turning up and going, well, that was only on 5%, wasn't it? So we'll go up to 20. You'll probably find that the drum now will kick in again once that level starts to go down. You've got to have a decent pull on the drain, because otherwise you're going to be pulling nothing up it, especially with the length of drain I've got and the bends that are involved with mine. Seems to be the Nexus show lately, don't it, this? See the shape of this bloody thing what gives me an headache, look, the gimbal. Pain in the arse thing. Just smooth everything out though. It gives me something else to moan about, so it ain't too bad. But the water's slightly dropping in there now. You can see the line where it's starting to drop. So that's where it was, at the top line. There. Obviously it's about half inch down now. That's just because I've turned the pump up. We'll give that 5 minutes, might be able to turn the pump up a little bit more. Hairstones in the middle are still keeping everything clean, which is good. I mean, this pipe here, this serrated pipe, which is the feed from the inlet, that was covered in like a sludge. That's all clean now. And it's like I said on the last update that I wanted everything to sort of run through the actual filter and come back into the drum. And if I hadn't put the pond blanket weed answer in yesterday, then you would have seen that the clarity was a lot better. So the drum's doing its work. Whether that's just down solely to the drum and the Nexus, which through the winter it is. Bugger off! Good God! Or whether it's down to this being up and running again, I don't know. But there you go. But as I said, that's only running 50% at the minute. I could turn it up, which we are now. So we're up 70, 80, 90, there's 100%. But it's starting to suck air already. And that's because the pond air at its fullest. But yeah, everything seems to be okay. Now I've already covered it once, so I do apologise, but we'll cover it again in a bit. Catch you later. In a bit. 8. Thanks for the 100. Woohoo!